What's up everyone, welcome back to a new video on the channel with a brand new car. Once again, this may be a little odd because you may not know that this is a new car added into this game. Well, it is. This is a Ferrari 512S. It's very weird, but also very cool because it's basically a race car. Interior looks mental. I'm going to show you guys in Forza Vista in a second how close you're actually sitting to the passenger seat. Now you may be wondering, there's a passenger seat in this? Yep, look, I'm already so close to the center of the car. You'll see how close you sit next to your passenger. It's a mad little car. We've taken a look at the Porsche 906 Carrera, and that thing was an absolute monster. Being given the title of a world record breaking car. If you haven't seen that video, go and watch it on the channel. It's a very interesting one. Also, if you're new to the channel and you've been watching the videos and you haven't really taken the time to subscribe, click that subscribe button. It helps a lot. It lets you guys know whenever I upload a new video, showcasing all these new things in Forza as well as other videos as well, if you're up for watching those. But like I said, subscribe if you're new and you've been enjoying the content so far. Now, this 512, I'm going to go ahead and build for racing. I haven't gotten any sort of tunes or anything like that. I don't think this is going to be like meta or OP for anything like the 906. Because I haven't really gotten any tunes. Usually when stuff like that drops, people on my Discord, also if you want to join the Discord down below in the description, people on my Discord usually let me know. They're like, check this car out, do some runs with it, make a video on this car. It's a meta car or it's world record car, whatever. That's basically how I found out that the 906 was a record breaking car. But this one, not so much. Let's have a quick look at some of the stats for this thing. Doing into this. 542 horsepower, 503 newton meters of torque, weighs 948 kilos with a 5-liter V12, I'm pretty sure, is in this thing. Pretty ridiculous car and pretty ridiculous stats. It's an old race car, of course, but check that out. Look at that. What? That is so sick. That looks mental. Wait, are they made out of glass? Oh my god, they are. What the hell? That looks so mental to me. That is so cool as well. Lots of detail gone into this thing. Have a look at this, by the way. Look at the distance that you have to go over to get into the seat. And look how close you're sitting to the person next to you. It's a massive, massive... I'm guessing... Is that where fuel is? I'm guessing so, right? I'm guessing you... I guess the fuel tanks or whatever, they're kind of stored there. Because there's nowhere else to store them, right? There's no places in the front or anything like that. This is all just completely flat at the front. So I'm guessing fuel is stored as low as possible on this car to help with the gravity, right? To keep it as low as possible. I can't remember what the actual wording for it is, but pretty crazy thing. Anyway, yeah, let's do stuff to it. I'm probably talking out of my ass, by the way, but that's what it looks like to me in my head, anyway. Engine swaps, we have the Racing V12 available for this thing. I'm kind of tempted to build this thing as kind of like a power build. I don't know how that's going to work out because I think this standard engine is not going to have a lot of power, first of all. Like if I keep adding power to it, 556 horsepower is the most amount of power you can have with the standard engine in this thing. It still weighs quite a bit. I kind of want to keep the basic build for this thing the same, so keeping it mid-engine, keeping it rear-wheel drive. But like I said, I do want to kind of build it kind of like a power build, so I'm probably going to do stuff like that. I don't know if in power builds you do stuff like this by adding slick tires. I feel like some people will end up adding, you know, like semi-slicks or sports tire compound, but none of it really matters. So I'm going to build this thing to the top of S2, I think, with what I have here. I'm going to keep this thing as well, like I said, mid-engined. So we'll see how that works. Race transmission, race diff. Better brakes, of course. Yeah, our braking's maxed out pretty much. Our acceleration is not too bad. Our handling's a little low. We'll see how that works out for us. I'm guessing all of this is adjustable as well, so I'm not going to be touching that whatsoever. I mean, we're improving the power, but we're not really, like, improving our handling too much. I mean, that's kind of obvious, but top speed of this thing should be good by the looks of things. It looks like its speed is basically maxed out. We're at 980 with 1,191 horsepower. Okay. Let's try it like this. I don't even know if aero is adjustable on this thing. I think it's just fixed. Let's have a quick look at what is adjustable. Yeah, okay, so suspension's fine. Oh no, aero is adjustable. Fair enough. Fair enough. Does this have a high top speed like this? 278? I don't think so. 279? Maybe like 280 miles an hour top speed? That's pretty decent, actually. Okay, well, like I said, I need to build this thing for handling as well, but I obviously want to try and take it to do a few sprint races, and we'll see what that's like with this thing. But yeah, let me slap on a bit of a tune onto this thing and see how it happens. Okay, well, I'm somewhat happy with it. We'll see what it's like. I've not done a time yet with any S2 cars on this leaderboard, but I kind of want to see what people are getting. Yeah, so the Brabham, the Hot Wheels car, Mosler. So I don't think we're going to get anywhere near the top because there's other cars that will be better. But I want to try to see what sort of time we can squeeze out with this thing. Like I said, it is more of like a power build. Not really though, because I feel like we need more power for it to be a power build. But let's try and see what it's like this. Overall, I kind of just changed everything on it. And we'll see what it's like. Suspension-wise, it wasn't actually too bad. I just changed a few things. I tweaked it, and it's fine. It steers in really sharply. It's good for that. That's the main thing. But it does slip. It does slip quite a bit in the lower speeds. Oh, brakes are good. Oh my god, the turn in response to this thing is mental. It turns in really sharply as well, so... Okay. The slip. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, there's the slip from the... I need to, I think, build my diff a little bit more. Because right now, as soon as I hit boost with this thing, or as soon as like it goes to a specific RPM, backhand shoots out from behind me. So I need to calm it down a little bit. Right. Well, I did a 155. Also crashing into the walls at the very end. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I need to drive a little better. I think that's obviously, first of all, my issue. And second of all, I think there's areas where I can go a little bit faster. It's just a little scary. So I need to calm down a little bit in some places. And also try to... I'm going to save that as my time. Because I want to set that as my benchmark for myself now, and I want to try and beat that because I think it's very much possible. It's also like a flag time as well, so it's a bit annoying. But I need to try to do one clean lap, and I think a clean lap of like 150, it could be possible. So I want to try that out again and see. Like I said, I don't know why I picked this track specifically to do all this sort of stuff with, but it's it is what I picked. Let me select myself there. Boom. And let's send it again, and I'll try and beat it. It's not fantastic. It's not a great car, but if I was to build it for anything, this would probably be it, right? I don't think that this would be a good drag car. I don't think that this would be a good... its acceleration isn't that great, right? The amount of power that you can get with it, you know, it's not that great. That's the thing. I think maybe... maybe with the stock engine, or the standard engine, and a standard engine, and keeping it in S1 maybe, but I don't know if you can actually keep it in S1, can you? I feel like as soon as you change the tires, it'll probably jump this thing up into S2, even with the standard engine. So far, not bad. But obviously, this wasn't the issue. The issue was much further ahead. That's where I crashed. This isn't too bad. Wow, short shifting really helps. Like a lot. Okay. There's a clean 154. Yeah, I could probably do a bit quicker. It looks like short shifting really, really helps it a lot, so I might do that a little bit more. I'll do another run and just to have a look at it. I was, what, 5,000th in the world with the initial time? I should probably be closer to top 1,000 now, right? With that. I don't think I'm gonna beat any of the guys at the top in the Brabhams and all that sort of stuff, so I'm not really gonna even like try to aim for them because their cars are just much faster. Like, it's obvious. They're also S2 998. They're basically on the verge of being X-Class. Whereas this thing is like at 980. It's not even close to being at the top of S2. But to be honest, for what it is, this old race car, honestly, I'm not even too fussed about it. But yeah, we've squeezed it into the top 1,000 already. But yeah, like I said, it's not going to be anything incredible or crazy driving this thing. Like, yeah, I mean, look at the BTTB as well. The BTTB and the Brabham, like this guy's 11 seconds faster than I am, which is nuts. It's a bit odd that they're playing on automatic, but yeah. Like I said, I can squeeze out a slightly better time, but I don't think I'll be able to get anywhere near the top. You know, trying to beat trying to beat those guys, because it's not possible. Like, those are legit meta cars. But this thing kind of sticking in the top 1,000 a little bit, not too bad of a build. I'll take that. Fair enough. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll leave it there as well. 153.6. So I've improved my time a little bit. It's good, but it's not like wow. You know what I mean? But this is, if I was to build a car for anything, it would be definitely this. Like, I don't think drifting or anything like that would be kind of fun in this car. I mean, this is pretty much what this is supposed to do, is just race. And I wanted to try it out and see what it was like. Especially on like one of those type of tracks, because I don't really want to change this thing to all-wheel drive. I feel like I'll ruin the whole recipe of what this car is all about, right? Mid-engine, rear-wheel drive racing. Obviously, I modernized it by giving it a new engine, and obviously, you know, the brand new racing slick tires versus the old racing tires that the car used to have. So, again, modernized it, but still kept it basically similar to what it was built like in the past. 800th in the world. Not too bad. I'll take it. I will take it. Faster than some people in their BT62, the Brabhams, the CCGTs and stuff like that. Even the X5M. Which I think those cars are going to absolutely demolish this thing. But being at 980 and putting myself top 800, I'll take it. I'll take it. That's not too bad. Well, that's it for this little Ferrari. This is kind of what I wanted to show it off with. If you built this thing for anything else, maybe you built this thing for you know, racing off-road or something like that. Just for a laugh, just to see what it's like, and it turned out to be really good. Let me know, either on my Discord or down below in the comments, and I'm down to try it and give it a shot and see what it's like. But for now, that's pretty much it with this Ferrari 512. I kind of like it. It's fun. Like I said, its recipe of mid-engine rear-wheel drive is still around now with Ferrari. And the thing is, though, with it is it's so sharp at turning in because it's mid-engine. The front end is super light, so it just darts into corners so quickly, especially with my setup that I have on it. But yeah, then obviously if I don't slow down, that'll happen. Regardless, that's it for today's video, and that's it for the Ferrari. I'll see you guys in the next one. We'll try out something a little different. Alright, goodbye everyone. Peace out.